Hey, night guys, welcome back to the Ahn Rho Project. This is a psychiatric, self-therapeutic multimedia project to solve the problems, challenges, obstacles in our lives, as well as a self-improvement process to realize goals and ambitions that we have set for ourselves, as well as those around us. It was like a brief introduction, a brief summary as to how we break down the Ahn Rho Project into domains of life, sub-series analogies, and so on and so forth, including the live stream schedule, copyright music, and how we divvy the 15-minute live stream into 3 phases, 11 segments, so on and so forth. Please check out the previous live streams for the past 3.5 years straight to January 2021 and beyond for more updated versions. With that being said, let's dive right into content right now. Second segment, 3 points. First of all, is the one and only live stream today. Secondly, is the Solve 10 override as usual. We're still trying to continuously update the Solve 10 override as well. And on top of that, this is also a notice that if you want to skip this abridged introduction, you can always do that by just fast forward about a minute to a minute and a half into the live stream as a video on demand on Twitch, Facebook, wherever you're going. Okay. So that being said, let's just dive into the stuff we had to cover now. So phase 2, as usual, we're going to start off on the right hand side. Phase 2 is digital abstract things in life that has a lot of photography, commentary, stuff like that, storytelling over volunteer or food, work, relationships. On the left hand side panel, it's not a panel really, it's just phase 3. Like that's the most important part of this stream actually. It's when we get physical, like physical, tangible, concrete stuff that you can actually see and feel and touch. So with that being said, we'll start with phase 2. I want to mention that phase 3 is most important though. So we're only going to cover these 2 panels here in phase 2 and then we'll dive to phase 3. So top left hand corner, we have, starting off here, excited to share orientation of our new volunteer system. So this is mail. We're talking about mail now. Email. I received something for the long-term care senior home. So I'm volunteering for it, and there's some new system being put in place digitally, of course, and so especially during the pandemic. And so that's something that I will have to get into over, it seems like maybe the weekend or so. Because previously we never really had access to that kind of systems, to these sort of systems as a volunteer at the long-term care senior home. In addition to that, the bottom right is the one that has all the visuals. We have next to that the Usana order, so this one's got to do not with volunteering at the seniors home, but to do with business and research and development. So my monthly order is arriving, and this one has, I believe this one is health pack. So it's just for all the antioxidants, vitamins, minerals, bioflavonoids, so on and so forth. Right hand side to that, we have some stuff having to do with monthly meeting for volunteering once again, but it's not for the seniors home, but for the hospital. So this one has to do with something that I actually don't attend very frequently because I'm at work. And I believe my colleagues at the workplace definitely have a priority over my volunteer duties here at the hospital. Especially during the pandemic, I just haven't been showing up to the hospital at all for risk of transmitting the infections, COVID, over to my colleagues. So that's just going to be something that's going to make it really uncomfortable. Now what I'm going to do, I'm going to zoom out here for a second here, because I'm going to try not to go too much into detail. You see on the right hand side, top right hand side, that's a card writing, so you can see that there's a lot of writing that's scribbled, not scribbled, but it's clearly there's a lot of engravings, like almost like handwriting, that I wrote letters, almost like 4 paragraphs for one of my colleagues, YR, I will abbreviate by, and it's largely a thank you and an apology and a bit of insight and explanation, as well as best wishes. So it's a whole lot of stuff into once, like best wishes for the future happy Diwali festival, because they celebrate that, as well as what I've been trying to do over the past couple of years in order to help some of these colleagues of mine who really are sort of underdeveloped, just like I used to be as well. I've been trying to help them grow into healthy adults, surpassing their traumatic experiences and behaviors that have scared away new staff or just made it unbearable that nobody wants to join, or difficult to work with other departments or within their team or outside their team. In fact, all of those things are also prevalent issues because a lot of them have narcissistic tendencies. And I have a very personal mission to kind of, I guess you could say I'm narcissistically anti-narcissist, and so I'm over there trying to resolve these traumatic experiences for them, because I don't want narcissism to persist. And so with that being said, this kind of stuff is heavy, right? It's very heavy. It has to do with abusive, harassing relationships. It's very disappointing at times, very tragic at times. But regardless, over here, I just want to say a big shout out thank you to YR, because she is one of the other half, right? Half are kind of like narcissistic, aggressive, petty, gossipy, but the other half of the department, the larger half, is actually very peaceful and normal and down to earth and straightforward, and just normal, regular human beings, genuine and authentic. And just wondering what the hell's going on with the other smaller half, but caused the most ruckus. And so that's something that I really want to thank her for, and I want to make honorable mentions inside that card to a bunch of other colleagues who really have also been very peaceful and respectful and hardworking and diligent and responsible and considerate and honest, down to earth, right? So all this kind of stuff is kind of stuffed into that one letter. It is damage control, however, as you see in the title, because like I said, I've pretty much lost my mind, gone mad and crazy myself. I'm the asshole now. For a lot of reasons, I've ended up becoming probably the worst person in the entire company, and so that's my responsibility now. After trying to solve other people's problems, I ended up becoming the problem myself, right? There are no excuses for my behavior, and I had to own up to it and fess up to that, and this is part of that, right? So that's the card we have on the. That's heavy, right? All right, let's zoom in a little bit. Okay, heavy stuff, heavy shit. All right, voice recorder right here. Okay, this is actually a screenshot of the current phone, which we didn't use to record anything. And oh no, it's not. No. Sorry, I took a photograph of the other phone. I just had to mention that actually the recording was lost because I did probably an Android update like 3 times, security updates, stuff like that, on the A20. And so, in addition to that, I didn't update the old app for the voice recorder, so the voice recorder app needs to update as well. And so it was not functional, and the entire day it just recorded nothing. Or it tried to record it and tried to save, and then it didn't save, so I just lost all 10 hours. And it's like, okay, whatever. I never listened to them anyways. It's just for like legal, defamation protection means, like if someone's trying to frame me, especially there are a lot of vindictive people, right? Jesus, lots of vengeful, spiteful people. I have to be able to just have the recordings serve as a genuine testimonial evidence. It's like, this is what really went down, it's like, okay, well, shit, there you go. All right, right hand side here, permissions are requested in the app service. Of course, you also have to be able to abide by the one-party confidence sort of laws. So again, with that being said, okay, that's recordings. Right hand side, permissions are required in the app service. Require permissions. So you see in the title it does say voice, recorder, record issue, and that's what it is talking about. So I had to, like I said, I had to update the app. So here it is, optional permissions. Here's reviews and rating. Well, if it says 5-star, but Samsung, they always do stuff like this. It's like probably like just 2 or 3 reviews of 5 stars. But it's the app. Went to Galaxy Store, had to download it. Here is you can see recording failed, but you see right here, left hand side, recording failed. Recording quality. I went to the settings. Notice that it says that there is a new version. So that's what I have to focus on, and then I have to update it, which you see on the left hand side, terms and conditions. Right hand side, you have this stuff that's a little bit less serious. So we're moving towards entertainment, from volunteering, workplace relationships, abuse, healthy recoveries. Over to the right hand side, new quirk, Black Whip. This has to do with animation. So obviously, anime, Hero Academia. So there's some fun stuff here. And there's this Black Whip thing with one of the main characters. So this is just me kind of chilling out. Some stuff popped up in my YouTube recommended as I was about to start the live stream, and this what showed up. And usually I take a look more at the comments, actually, right? And I think a lot of us just go to the comments section. So here's somebody making some jokes here about waiting a year and a half for it. Also here, the year and a half to watch the main character Izuku gain like several different like superpowers or quirks in the show. Over here, I'm laughing my ass off. Over here on the right hand side, one of the boys getting right hand side here, more stuff having to do with commentary. Didn't see it coming. A lot of people like, oh, because they didn't read the manga or the paper adaptations. Like they're only watching the anime itself, the show. Same thing here with One Piece. So this is this is one of my favorites since I used to watch this as a kid in like 2000s. So coming back home from school, One Piece, and this is the Wano arc right now they're on. So I think, at this point I recognize that I don't have enough time to cover all the phase 2 items that I even had on the screen. I only have 4 minutes left, so let's just get what's most important done. Let's go to region G1 and A5 through A6 through 9. So quickly, these salted corn chips inside have some chocolate as well as some napkins. I'm gonna throw it away. It's all trash. Next to that, down here we have the Good Times Memories card for my colleague tomorrow. I'm gonna have to write up tomorrow, but most importantly is the drafting method now that I've been using. You saw actually in phase 2 right there that I wrote the letter that actually I had drafted it out, wrote down some key important points onto a text Dropbox. So it's like a layout of the things that I want to get through, and then it was very easy for me just to organize and write everything down in one go. So I'm going to try that method. In addition to that, I would say that, what else is on the table? Nothing, right? It's largely clean. I will say over here on the laptop now, not only do we have these lights now, but also the mouse. We're using that gaming mouse, and it's got this brilliant switching color. It's amazing. Look at that shit. That's great. That's amazing. Now, most important part is dive here. So today is the Diwali festival, and my colleagues brought a lot of food. So first of all, IN, thank you to IN. It's her birthday, and she spent a lot of time with her daughter. Again, privacy confidentiality, won't say too much about that. Again, no names mentioned, just IN and her daughter. And she brought some food back, and I very much appreciated that. So inside, she brought this Walmart bag, gray Walmart bag. Inside there was this cake, like pink icing cake in aluminum foil, which you see here. The aluminum foil inside scrunched up. It used to have like a large cake, pink. I have photographs of this. Again, I cannot show this in this live stream. We only have a minute and a half left, but we do have photographs of that in the live stream. So in addition to that, there was also like a muruku, which is a crispy snack kind of thing, as well as some like boiled fresh coconut with sugar, Sri Lankan desserts kind of stuff, and that is from her daughter who cooked that up. So I'm very much appreciative. I just want to say, express some gratitude. See for our class 4 items, gifts from people who really I've been helping to grow, and now to see them as functional adults and healthy is just I'm proud of them, and also I'm very thankful to them. In addition to that, there's also this kind of cake tin here. This tin here, Happy Diwali Festival Lights. And this is from the colleagues, all together, pulled together, paid for by the employer boss himself. So there was 2 samosas, like large samosas, potato vegetarian with vada, donut things, as well as sweet desserts with, again, fresh coconut. Now, I also want to mention, of course, we can toss all this stuff here together as garbage, as well as the Grand Slam mix that I purchased of like chocolate almonds. The most important thing we have to do is cover this. So in the last 25 seconds here, you can see that there are 2 peaches. I've taken one out that's kind of spoiled, or not spoiled yet. And 2 peaches here in the bag. I'm going to stick these 2 as well as this indulgent mix and another keto mix in here, not clusters. So 2 Joe's Tasty Travels plus 2 peaches. And here's the card with envelope for YR inside that bag, and then we'll take it to work and that will be the gift for YR. And again, relationship just